Stage 2 of the Santos Tour Down Under set to roll away from Mount Barker and the Harns Super Dry event as they were heading 116.5 kilometres to Rostrevor, both new towns on the Santos Tour route.
A slightly different route as well for the riders, because everybody talking about the finale, the sting in the tail, Corkscrew Hill at just 7 kilometres to go.
Rolling away from Mount Barker, there was no points for guessing which team would attack first. It would be the Uni SA squad. 4 members of that team, just 20 years of age. They were inviting anybody else who would like to join them for the long day ahead. There were takers as well, and soon there were 4 riders forming at the front. Will Clark, an Australian on the Argos Shimano team. Calvin Watson from Uni SA, the first to attack. Guillaume Bonifond of AG2R in France, and Chris Juel Jensen of the Saxo Bank on the front there from Denmark. The two with the most to gain will be Bonifond and Calvin Watson, overnight just 10 seconds behind, and there were 3 seconds on offer at the first sprint after 32 kilometres in a chunga. Will Clark stealing the 3 seconds ahead of Watson and Bonifond.
But these 4 riders were never given very much freedom. They never really had more than 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Such was the importance of today's stage. When the riders went through the town of Harnforth, they got a great reception, as always.
Huge crowd here in this German enclave, and the peloton were closing in. They were now at 1 minute and 56 seconds behind. It seems they were getting ready to chase them all down. But 72 kilometres into the stage, arriving at Oakbank, and Will Clark was about to get his second 3 seconds. Bonifond might have thought he had it, but Clark was that little bit quicker.
But then as they started to consolidate and get themselves organised again, they realised this was going to be a massive comeback from the main field, because the main field were trying to set up the men who were going to be the contenders for the overall standings in this year's Santos Tour Down Under. And every team wanted to have their man in a good position at the start of Corkscrew Hill.
Lotto Belisol on the front. Remember, the day started with Andre Greipel in the Oakers leader's jersey, but now they were working for a teammate, Tim Wellens, to see if they could get him as the next wearer of the race leader's jersey.
It already just seemed as if the main field were playing with the breakaway, because the gap came down to 1:15, stretched back up to 2 minutes, but when the racing started in earnest, the 4-man breakaway really could not survive.
We were now speeding towards Cudley Creek, and once through Cudley Creek you continue down the gorge and start the climb of the Corkscrew. They were now swamping the breakaway riders and spitting them out of the back. Soon they would be all together, and the only remaining obstacle would be the climb itself.
At the front of the main field, it was controlled by Team Sky, but watch what happens here down at the back. As one rider from Argos Shimano was slipping right down through the main field, an accident.
And a Uni SA rider was dumped on the roadside, as it looked like it was Calvin Watson who was left there, who had moments ago been in the breakaway. But I think actually it was Adam Phelan, his teammate.
The first action came, though, as soon as the incline started to bite, and it was George Bennett, a Kiwi from Radio Shack, but coming up very fast behind him, a Welshman from Team Sky, Geraint Thomas.
Bennett, second in the New Zealand National Road Rage Championship days ago, was looking very good until a tornado blew in from South Wales, and now the Skyman was stamping on those pedals. For a moment, Bennett tried to hang on, but that proved to be an impossible task, as now Geraint Thomas was going under the banner of the Skoda King of the Mountains. He was the next leader in this green-spotted jersey competition.
Well, this man here, Geraint Thomas, gave up any chance of riding the Tour de France last year because he wanted to concentrate on the track and the Olympic Games. And on the descent, he was joined by 3 other riders.
Bennett had got back, and also Ben Hermans, his teammate, but also Javier Moreno. As they raced towards the finish in Rostrevor, 11 other riders were getting on terms. But waiting in the wings, Geraint Thomas dropped back, jumped them, took them by surprise. No resistance. He won by 1 whole second. He also picks up 10 seconds in time bonus and the Oka leader's yellow jersey. So congratulations to Team Sky. Let's hear what he's got to say as he now takes over the race lead.
Well, that will be an ochre jersey at the end of the day. Now will you start to nurture thoughts of winning the Santos Tour Down Under overall?
Oh, we'll take tomorrow first, so just take it day by day. You know, I came here just wanting to race hard and possibly get a stage, so done that, and that's fantastic. And you know, GC would be a massive bonus now, but yeah, tomorrow's hard enough, so we'll see what happens there first.
Yes, well, tomorrow they race 6 times round at the town of Stirling, and that is a really tough finishing course. But for today, Geraint Thomas is the leader of the race by 5 seconds over Javier Moreno of Spain, and Ben Hermans and Daniela Pietropoli are behind him.